Parents, in this video, we're going to talk about what you can do to keep up with tech. And remember to stick around to the end because I love to leave tips and resources and advice you do not want to miss. The other day I was talking with a parent and she says she struggles with keeping up with technology. She knows that she needs to have certain restrictions in place to make sure that her kids are safe online, and she puts them, but she doesn't feel like she has enough, or she feels like even though I put something, am I missing something? Is there something that I need to know? How do I keep up with technology? How do I make sure that as technology evolves, my kids are safe? So today I'm going to give you 3 things that you can think about and take action on so that you can keep up with technology. The first thing you can do is actually just focus on the technology your kids are using. So say your kid has an iPod. I don't know if anyone really uses iPods anymore, but if your kid has an iPod, then you can Google and search up what are things that I can do to protect my kid on an iPod. If they don't have a Kindle, you don't have to search things like that. So only focus on the technology that you and your family are using. Whether they have an iPhone or they have an Android, both technology companies have parental guides to help you understand how you can protect your kids while they're on the phone. So you never need to know more than what your kids have. You don't need to know everything about the phone either. Things will come up and you will secure things as they come up. You do not have to know, keep repeating this, have to know every single thing about a technology in order to protect your kids on it. You just need to know the basics. So before you give your kids the phone, you have to think, are they mature enough? What are things that they could possibly do on the phone that I don't want them to do? So maybe you're going to have filtering restrictions, or you're going to have download restrictions where they can't download anything they want on the phone. Those are things you can start with. And as I said, the parental guides in both Android or Apple, they have extensive guides on how to put parental controls or parental filtering on your kids' devices. One thing that's not said enough is actually talking to your kids, like sitting down and having a conversation about it. You don't just need to know about the tech, but you want to know, how do your kids interact with it? What do they like about it? What do they not like about it? Have those type of conversations so that you can see tech in their view as well. So think about the technology your kids are using the most and tackle those. If they're on a certain app or certain game or certain device the most often, then look at those 2 to 3 things that they're on the most often. Look up the company, see what other parental guides they have, and start enabling things that they tell you to enable. And you can set that up in your calendar or a schedule to just make sure that you hit all of those points and you get all of those set up. The second thing you can do is follow the right people and follow the right newsletters. There are tons of companies, well, I don't want to say tons, but there's like enough companies. There are people like me who are safety educators that continuously talk about the new and upcoming technology and apps and ways that you can keep your kids safe. So I'm going to give you a couple that you can follow right now. The first company is quite common, kind of pun intended. A lot of people know about the company. It is called Common Sense Media. You can go Google them and check them out, and they have a lot of resources and guides to help you out with the upcoming technology. The next organization is Connectsafely.org. Like, again, I'm going to put all of the resources in the link in description, so go check those out. This is another organization that has a lot of guides and resources for free for parents to understand technology. The next is an international nonprofit organization called Family Online Safety Institute. They also have a ton of resources for you. And last but not least is me. I have my private community, the Facebook community. I have my email newsletters that come out. I also have my private community, safekidsmovement.com. And if you are subscribed, which I hope you are, wink, wink. Did I wink? Did I not wink? Wink, wink. I don't know, whatever. Hopefully you're subscribed, because if you are, then you're able to upkeep with what's coming up, how do I protect my kids online, any questions you have, I turn that into a video. So as long as you're following the right people, following the right companies, a part of the right communities, you can understand what's going on in the online space and what you want to look out for. Most recently right now, if you're watching this video and about a year or 2 within me releasing it, one of the biggest things that we're talking about is virtual reality and the metaverse as it pertains to everything in the metaverse, right? So that's something that you want to look out for. But again, remember point 1, if your kids are not using virtual reality or they're not using those immersive type games, then you don't really have to think about it as much as a parent who does have their kids actively a part of virtual reality. So only focus on the things that actually pertain to you and your family and can help you. Do not overwhelm yourself with all of the information. This actually leads me to my last point. Never feel like you have to know everything about technology, everything about safety and security to protect your kids online. If you have researched a certain device, your kid has an iPhone or an Android, or they're playing this game or that game or on this app or that app, and you've researched it and you put the appropriate parental restrictions or parental filterings and the security and the privacy and the safety and all of that, don't overwhelm yourself thinking, did I miss something? Did I not know something? You can ask me and you can say, hey, is there anything that you would recommend that I need to have in certain games or certain devices? And if I say something that you missed, you can put those in. You never really have to have everything 100% secure because there's no such thing. All you have to do is put one building block at a time to make sure that your family is more secure than they were before. The main foundation of protecting your kids online really is holistic online safety, giving your kids the freedom they want and the safety that they need, connecting with your kids as a human being and as an individual, developing a strong foundation, cultivating a strong relationship with your kids is what's most important. You just need a simple foundational understanding of holistic online safety and the online safe to keep up with tech. Again, remember, you don't have to keep up with tech. You just need to know what you need to know, ask the questions, follow the people that you actually want. However, if you want to maintain your safety for your kids online and you want to make sure that you're doing everything right and you have the foundations correct, in my next video, I discuss just that on the real things, the real simple things that you want to look out for and make sure that you actually have to protect your kids online.